Alright guys, welcome back to video 14. Where we left off, we were kind of debating our initial production here, and I think what we're actually going to go for is a monument. A lot of the tiles that we had sort of planned to be working are quite far from our city. We do have this nice fish and an early isle most likely, but we do want to expand the borders rather quickly. Other than that, I think we're ready to proceed here. Now, yeah, it's, okay, there goes the Great Library, turn 94. I am obviously still keeping track of our
Mathematics is the
military,
gate and key.
city-state allies and the bonuses we're receiving from them, so we are due to receive a unit this turn. So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pause the game while I set that up, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so I just went ahead and gave us an archer here. We've taken 3 spearmen in a row. The chances of us having gotten something like a trireme or even possibly a swordsman or an archer are high enough for me to feel justified in taking this unit rather than a spearman. So anyway, again, skip through the mathematics quote. Sorry. We'll try to remember in the future. So we got our gold here, and I think it's safe to start bringing them back to the front over there. So the Great Library went to, wow, France of all people, so that'll be a nice addition to our civilization when we do finally take him over. Let's get through here. Don't exactly feel terribly comfortable healing there at the moment. There was another, what the hell are they called? Goody huts? No, that's not right. Ancient ruins? Yeah, that sounds better. There was another ancient ruins that we spotted somewhere. Maybe it was kind of up here or something? Where was that? Where was that? Really can't remember at this moment. Gosh. I know there was one somewhere. Is this it? No? Well, in any case, why don't, I mean, we have open borders with Montezuma for another 15 turns, and we'll probably just go ahead and renew that deal with him. So let's get kind of started exploring the inner parts of this landmass here. There's another city-state. Cultured and friendly with Germany, so we do have Germany in the game. Okay, Montezuma's in medieval. I was thinking about that research agreement we signed, and it's really hard to say whether or not that was worthwhile because we are a little short on cash at this point for some of the plans we have. I almost would have preferred to start developing that third city with some quick buys of buildings, etc. But we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. Now here we see production from the mine increased by 1 on tiles with access to fresh water. So what does that do for us at the moment? Absolutely nothing, I think. Yeah, nothing at all. But we do want to head towards machinery. Civil service, again, not thrilled about. We could go for the harbor, but the reason I'm not going to do that is because we're not anywhere near getting to this policy in the commerce tree, which will give us 2 production for naval buildings. I mean, this is kind of a long way away at the moment. So I might not think about getting the harbor at the moment. Just a quick check on it. We'll get additional 15 experience for sea units, plus 1 gold on sea tiles. And plus 1 yield on fishing boat gold. We could head towards pikemen and the smithy, which is a building I believe doesn't exist in vanilla, but does exist in the enhanced mod here. This is a great building. We'll get 2 production plus 10% and an engineer slot. That could come in handy, especially in our capital where we have a lot of food and not a lot of accessible production, so that engineer could be pretty nice. I mean, we're looking at 20 turns on that tech, though. And we don't have a great need for coliseums or the lumber mills, so let's stick with engineering for the moment and take it from there. Is that everything I want to do? I believe so. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we are finished with our scout. Let's get him back to friendly borders. I'm not going to micro that scout. It seems crowded enough in this area that those camps are all going to be gone.
Im Namen
Alright, here's
des
Germany.
großen deutschen Volkes heiße ich euch willkommen.
Would you like a taste of this exquisite wine? Yeah, I would, thanks. Enjoy a nice glass of wine. So here's this archer. We'll just kind of... I'm not sure what we'll do with him at the moment. Maybe just post him here to sort of be in between the cities at the moment. I don't know. Alright, let's move our units up. Now, unfortunately, this trireme isn't really going to be able to help us assaulting Paris. I mean, it could theoretically do a little damage from maybe one of these tiles, but I just don't think it's going to come into play. Excuse me. No, we'll see. Alright, let's get you back to friendly borders. Let's do that. And let's just quickly check. Okay, so yeah, Germany and the Aztecs are kind of going at it a bit, it seems. And unfortunately, no one really seems that upset with France. And I don't blame them. He's not much of a threat to anybody. He's not really doing much. France is usually kind of like Greece, where they just sort of run around denouncing everybody and just declaring war on everyone, but France really can't afford it this game, it seems. And what? Right. Let's go and explore some stuff. So what do we get here? Wales to Suleiman. I'll have to think about that for a second. I don't know. Sort of go this way, I guess. I know I promised to stop saying sort of, but hasn't been as easy as stated. Alright, we got our mine. So let's go ahead and shave 4 turns off that library. Well, maybe not. Yeah, 8 to grow, 10 to finish the library. I mean, that library is only going to give us, what, 1.5 science? So, well, I guess by the time it builds, it will give us a little more, but... Now, kind of don't exactly have a use for that worker at the moment either. Don't particularly have a use for him anywhere. So we'll get a cotton back in 2 turns. So let's go ahead and sell the whales and see where that puts us. Do we sell the Egypt or the Ottomans? I think limiting Egypt's gold is a better plan at the moment. So now, can we afford to expand our borders, and if so, where do we even want to do that? This will pick up the cow in 7. It's kind of a long wait, and that would be a nice next tile to work. And it costs us 45, so let's do that. And then see about these spices. 140. That is tempting, especially since, again, we could sell them and recoup, for a net gain of 100 gold. So let's go ahead and do that for now. As you can see, I do like to spend my money. I am exactly like that in real life as well.
Незнакомец. Если твой ум и такт сравнимы с твоей привлекательностью.
Tends to burn a hole in my pocket, so to speak. So, Catherine. So we got Catherine over here. I have to assume Germany's in here still. And let's check Catherine's deal with everybody. Denounce the Aztecs, and the Aztecs have denounced Germany and Russia. So it might be for the best if we kind of stop friending the Aztecs. They might not have as much room as we sort of previously expected them to have, but we'll find out soon enough with this levy. So our influence is almost gone, and our road is done in 0, so that's perfect. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Everything looks good. Now this...
Es wäre in eurem Interesse, dass ihr dieses Angebot
again, Info Addict.
prüft.
Really, really nice. Let's see Germany here. So their science is quite low. Not quite low, but about average. And they're actually third in score behind the new score leader of Russia. Russia's way ahead of anybody. So I'll go ahead and take the mutual here. We might wind up having to explore them, and there will come a point in this game very, very shortly where the mutual open borders will give more gold than taking the flat 50 up front, and I think we're quickly approaching that point. I have no interest on declaring war on Catherine. So yeah, we didn't miss a single turn of ally with them. And what I actually noticed before we ended that turn was that we had switched off this mine and the horse in favor of that cow. But this was a more favorable setup, right? Wasn't it? How did we work that out last time? Was it like this? 710? No, I guess it was like that. Okay, yeah. The thing is, I'm sitting a little far away from the screen. I'm not in the most comfortable living situation at the moment. I don't actually have even a desk for my computer. I don't know how much you guys really want to hear about my personal goings-ons, but anyway, long story short, it's kind of hard to see some of the smaller details on the screen at the moment. Yeah, okay. That was actually probably where we lost that gold that I sort of was like, where the hell did that gold go? Oops, that was the plan. Okay, can we get... yeah, we can. So, as it turns out, I could have sold that iron a long time ago. Just haven't had the opportunity to build an iron unit, and I haven't exactly had the need to. I'm going to want to have one when we push in on France, but let's take a look at the borders over here a second. We will pick up another iron. It's hard to say. I think we have enough. Let's actually start bringing you here, and then we'll just put you over here. That seems okay. Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? That's weird. Okay. So let's check out some of these wonders really quickly. Oh, you know what? We'll do it next video. All right, guys. Catch you then.